And out there, this vast crowd, almost 49,000. Defending the home field advantage today in Toronto, it's the Blue Jays. 2K Sports proudly presents Major League Baseball the month of June.
Blue Jays
We've got
baseball.
Armando Galarraga, the starting pitcher. So, Steve, conscious of this Florida lineup, what's on his mind?
Well, the good right-handed pitcher on the mound right here facing this lineup that can score some runs. It's going to be critical for him to keep the ball down in the zone and pitch to his capabilities. If he does that, he should have success.
Yeah, I think.
So, who are you looking at, John?
Anytime you can have a switch hitter in the middle of your lineup like you have with Pablo Sandoval, you have something special. At such a young age, he's established himself as one of the best hitters in the league.
The only thing with Pablo Sandoval, he is a guy that.
Yeah, it's lasting smellage down a little bit. It's the Florida Marlins coming off a win. They made it 5 in a row, and they'd like to try and make it 6.
Well, this ball club got off to that great start in April, and look at what it's done for them.
That's at the knees for a called strike. We're at the top of the standings as you close in on the midway point of the season. That's exactly where you want to be.
And a lot of teams seem to flame out as the season goes on. The longer you play, the more your inconsistencies will show up in the standings. Let's see if this team can continue to play great.
Yeah, that's what it is. You know, and baseball's such a long season, and sometimes we take it for granted. But the most important thing for the Blue Jays and even the Marlins is keep it going.
Now the 1-1 pitch. 1-1 pitch, slider, taken for a strike, 1-2.
Now sliders are still one of the toughest pitches in baseball. But most times, when everything is working, you know, most times it's going to work good if you're there.
Foul! It's hit foul by Milledge.
You know, Lanson's Milledge, you know, watching him play for the Mets all those years ago. We'll see what he can do here tonight. The Sky Dome. You know, it's not an easy place to hit at. Rogers Center, and you know the fans here in Toronto love their Blue Jays.
Slider, that's taken. Strike 3, 1 away.
Well, good late breaking movement on that slider, down and away, exactly where you want to pitch it. He gets the punch out.
Strike 3.
Ruth is the batter.
I got to give it to Reed Ruth. He's been the best player.
One out, bases empty.
He's given this team a chance to win, and that's all he asked for. Against Armando Galarraga, career-wise, isn't that too good?
1 out, nobody on. Slider just misses, 1-0.
But if you're going to miss, this is where you want to miss. Throw that breaking ball at the bottom of the strike zone. If the hitter swings and puts it in play, it's a ground ball out.
And that's what it is. You know, sometimes it's a ground ball, sometimes it's a hit.
Slider just misses the black, falls behind 2-0.
Well, I think we're going to see the catcher calling for a lot of sliders in this one, Gary. He's got a good one, and hitters just have not been able to figure it out.
And the thing about the slider, it's just always bumbling around, it's moving around. It's
2-0 on the way. Oh, and he spins a slider in there for a strike. Pretty safe bet here. That slider you were talking about will be the pitch we'll see when it's a 2-strike count.
Well, he'll set it up with his fastball. He'll throw the fastball on the corner and then go right to the slider in the same spot, expanding the strike zone.
No doubt about it.
That one goes foul. Sinker, swung on, missed. That's out number 2.
Let's see what the K-Cam looks like on a sinker ball.
He takes a cut on this pitch down and in the zone, but just unable to pick it up.
You like his aggression on that?
Well, Skipper can't be too mad as long as he's out there trying to make something happen.
And Woods batting. 2 outs, bases empty.
Yeah, 2 away.
Here's the pitch. This one's grounded near third, foul. Strike 2. Galarraga now in control. Let's see how he uses these pitches.
Can you say ground ball? That's what that sinker down to the zone is meant to do.
Yeah, the ground ball is one of the toughest things to get away from as a hitter. You just want to get a hit no matter what.
Hit sharply towards the hole. Throws to first in time. That's 3 down. And a good half inning there, gone in short order in this one. So it'll be the Toronto Blue Jays, bottom half of the first.
Yeah, the Blue Jays.
Big Dog is the pitcher. He'll be starting this one off for Florida. Steve, how's he going to handle these Toronto bats in this game?
Well, against a lineup like this, even though you've got a good right-hander on the mound, he's got a chance to have some damage done. He has to believe in damage control. Give up one run, but don't give up a crooked number.
Yeah, I think for Burroughs coming back to Toronto, where he signed a big contract and was traded for a few years ago. And, I think Jose is coming into this game. He's confident, and he wants to give the fans something to cheer.
And here's the first one. There's a swing and a drive, deep right field. This one fielded by Milledge as he retreats back for it and gets the out.
Well, they followed the advanced scouting reports to a T. They played the outfielders back that time, and he hit it right into the teeth of the defense.
Turner at the plate now. Last night, Blue Jays picked up the win, so maybe a bit of momentum here. Very pleased to have split that series 2-2 against the Rangers in Texas.
Yeah, it's not easy to do, especially in Texas. The Texas Rangers have shown over the last few years that they're getting better. And at home, especially at home, they always struggle out.
Hot shot towards the hole. And they'll record the out at first base. Good timing on that play.
Well, he might not have been able to get him out of the plate, but a short run over the first, and he still retires his man.
And in the batter's box, it's Springer.
Here's one of baseball's great home run threats and one of the game's great center fielders, George Springer, who can play right field, began his career as a right fielder, and has moved to center field here and there. The former number one pick of the Houston Astros and winning those World Series. It's pretty special for George. And now a Blue Jay, he's trying to lead this team back to where they once won back in 1992 and 1993, back-to-back World Series back in the 90s, 30-plus years ago.
Swings a little late that time. Strike one.
Well, if you're going to get a good fastball, you better pull the trigger a little sooner. You can't be late on that heater.
No, it's just a tough pitch. I mean, the fastball coming in on your hands, it's hard to hit. Sometimes you got to take a swing, and that's what he did there.
Swung on, line to right field. And that ends the half inning as Milledge makes the play. No strikeouts, but you talk about confidence. 4 pitches, 3 batters gone.
That's what it is. Sometimes
both teams still looking for that first run here in Toronto.
Now it's awesome in Toronto. Home of the Leafs.
And if you're just joining our 2K Sports Major League Baseball broadcast with John Kruk and Steve Phillips, I'm Gary Thorne.
In Canada, it's always about the bacon and the maple syrup. It's about hockey. It's about lacrosse. It's about baseball, basketball, curling.
And Hart's batting.
I love these things.
Leading the MLB in batting average.
It's Tyson Hart. He's a young kid that has power, has grace, knows how to play this game. He plays such a hard.
He delivers. Takes a swing, but he's too late on that one. Strike one.
That sinker's not easy. It's coming in. You have to make sure you take a good swing at it. And I think with Tyson, he's showing tonight if he's locked in.
Looked like the circle change. I think that's what that was. He misses 1-1.
Gary, the numbers seem to indicate he likes to go fastball on a 1-1 count, trying to get back ahead again.
That's the thing. You work away, and eventually you get a strikeout.
Foul! It's hit foul by Hart.
Well, you can see it tonight with Tyson Hart. He's trying to work the play, work the count, and try to get a hit here. He's a home run type hitter. He does hit for average, and I think the most important thing for Hart, he's got to be aggressive.
Swung on, grounded towards the hole. That's one away. And take a look at the teams doing their best to get on base. Brought to you by State Farm.
As easy as it looks.
The Braves, number 1. Second, the Padres. Third, Mets. Fourth spot, held by the Marlins. And the Nationals are 5th.
Patience is a virtue, and this lineup certainly has it. You see their ranking and on-base percentage. They're willing to take a walk when the pitcher gives it to them, but also willing to swing when they get in a hitter's count.
Yeah, I think that's an important thing. I think manufacturing runs is very important. And you look at all those teams, like the Marlins, the Nets, the Nationals, and all these are teams that are always battling for the playoffs. And you look at the Braves, even in 2023, they put up some huge numbers, especially with the Phillies.
Sinker just off the black, falls behind 2-0.
And you think about the Phillies, you know, you think about Bryce Harper and the injuries and stuff, and then their pitching staff. You know, I just watched a game recently with the Phillies, and they got blown away, 7-0. They have a lot of holes in
the 2-0 pitch. Taps this one foul off to the left.
We got a good look at this young Castro kid. He's good power. It's Armando Galarraga.
Fastball on the block. He doesn't get the call, though, and it's 3-1.
Well, this is your dream when you're in the on-deck circle before you go into the batter's box. If you can get the count to 3-1 and in your favor, you know you have the upper hand.
Yeah, I can remember going in the batter's box and striking.
Swing and a miss, and he's behind that one, and it's full now, 3-2.
Well, that's a great pitch right there. That hard sinker, he just can't catch up.
Well, it's hard to catch up with a pitch like that. The pitch is going down on you. You can't react quick enough. You just
payoff pitch coming. You're out. Sinker, swung on, miss. That's out number 2.
He gets the strikeout with the sinker ball. The ball's moving, sinking out of the zone. The hitter swinging right over the top of it.
Meadows is the batter now.
Well, I think with Harvey Meadows, here's a guy, Gary, that is confident. And I feel
base is empty and 2 down.
If he's going to do something, right now is the time to get it.
Sinker just missed, 1-0.
You know, watching the sinker ball over the years, and different pitchers trying to throw the sinker ball. I think Brandon Morrow, he's another one that was great at the sinker ball. Kimball Brown, of course. You know, Brandon Webb, the former Cy Young.
Pitch on the way. And it goes foul.
And one thing for young pitchers, coming to Major League Baseball, even 2023 and 2024, you just have to go.
There's a bullet towards third. And that one's going to drop in. That'll be our first hit of the game. And that is going to bring Pablo Sandoval to the plate.
Well, 2 quick outs in the inning. You think maybe this is one of those quick innings and the other team gets in and they get some momentum, but he keeps the inning alive with that base hit.
And that's what's important, John. The most important thing is now Pablo Sandoval gets the chance here to get a big hit for the Marlins.
A runner on first with 2 outs.
And they absolutely need to get it.
Lays off a called strike of the knees, 0-1.
Well, you talk about one of baseball's great young, great superstars throughout the 2010s, but have to be Kung Fu Panda.
The pitch. Strike 2. Galarraga now in control. Let's see how he uses these pitches.
A nice four-seamer right there. That one's clearly on the outside corner. He hit the spot.
You know, you got to hit your spots. That's what it's all about.
Pablo Sandoval. Strike 3. He's gone.
Take a seat, Kung Fu Panda.
Stranded. Both teams still looking for that first run here in Toronto.
And I think this is the key. Coming into this game, I didn't think it was going to be close.
And the left fielder in. He'll start the home half of the second.
Number 29.
Oh, Dalton Varsho, former Diamondback, after her first year in Toronto last year for that big trade, turned out to be a pretty good trade for Arizona. And a pretty good trade for the Blue Jays, but I think the Diamondbacks won the deal. The Diamondbacks got to the World Series, Gurriel, and of course the young catcher did amazing, and I gotta admit, it was a good trade for both teams.
Here's the delivery. Swung on, hit sharply to first. And he'll step on the bag. That'll be the first out.
First base. Number 21.
Votto into the batter's box.
Oh, you talk about Team Canada. Joey Votto. Oh, the former Cincinnati Red. Boy, he put up some big numbers in 2010, 2011, 2012. Over the last 10 years, it's been a struggle for Joey. He's had a lot of injuries. 2018, 2019, 17, 16, 15, all injured. 2020, injured. 2021, injured. 2022, came back, played good. 2023, still injured. Now 2024, with the Blue Jays, this is what he can do.
Line shot into center field. Base hit, gets it down. That's our first hit of the game for these guys.
It's nice to get that runner on base with 1 out. Good piece of hitting that single. Now they got something to work with.
Skelton in the box.
No, it's nothing like getting a big hit. I think the important thing for Joey Votto,
1 out, runner on at first.
You just want to get on base. The important thing is here, get a hit.
Just missed with the fastball, 1-0. Oh, and he takes off for second. And he's in there at second base. Oh, that one in the dirt. Good play by the catcher. Kept it in front of him. Here's the pitch. Had the red light there, and it's 3-1.
Clearly the hitter was looking for something else, because if he had been looking for the changeup with that location, that would have been a souvenir.
Yeah, it would have been a home run in most ballparks, but that's what happened there. He didn't swing.
Hit sharply towards the hole. Too late, and he is safe at second. In time for the out. These teams have been hard to hit against. State Farm brings you the leaderboard for batting average against. Number 1, the Dodgers. Pirates in second. In third, the Rockies. Fourth spot held by the Marlins. And number 5, the Braves rounded out.
Well, the opposition's had a tough time putting the ball in play against this staff and really holding the opponent's batting average down, so real quality pitching and effort from the staff.
Yeah, I think
Donaldson up at the plate.
I think across baseball we've seen great pitching, and I think even you look at the Dodgers, look at the Braves, and look at the Marlins. They've had a good time so far this year. They are a good team in 2020, 2012 in this, and 2024 they're looking to get better. And I think as we start the new season, we've seen 6 games so far throughout Major League Baseball. We've seen a no-hitter thrown by the young pitcher for the Houston Nationals, Toronto Blue Jays last night. And I gotta admit, this has been interesting so far in this new MLB season.
Watches a fastball that's in there. 0-1.
You can really stay out of big trouble in the big inning if you can spot your fastball down in the zone.
On the ground to second. Meadows throws to first. Side is retired. They pick up no runs on 1 hit and leave a man at second. Scoreboard in Toronto, empty. We'll get a look at that leadoff hitter due up here in the inning.
Third inning.
The skipper that's happy not to have given up any runs yet, but watching for that opportunity for his offense to get on the board. And Xavier Nady up, hitting .250 lifetime against the Blue Jays. Hit on the ground towards second. Turner. That retires Nady.
I've got a moment to see how the Blue Jays are doing this year rank-wise in the American League. First in triples, second in strikeouts, and they're ranked 3rd in ERA. Pitching and defense a huge asset for any team to win. The pitching getting the job done here.
Giannis at the plate. Here's the pitch. Swung on. That is hit. Turner. And a good throw gets him 2 down.
Right fielder, number 85.
And Millage is batting. Called out on strikes in his last appearance. Base is empty with 2 outs. First pitch, here it comes. Swing and a miss on a ball below the knees, 0-1.
Can you say ground ball? That's what that sinker down to the zone is meant to do.
Here it comes. Strike 2. Galarraga now in control. Let's see how he uses these pitches.
I don't think he's going to waste any time right now. He's just going to go right at him with that 0-2 pitch.
Swing and a hot shot. And nothing across here in this half of the inning. Both teams still looking for that first run here in Toronto. It's going to be Thomas. He'll start things off for the home team. We're in the 3rd. This is swung on, lifted to deep right field. This one fielded by Millage. It's back towards the wall, and he still puts it away.
Number 9.
The shed at the plate.
The shed.
1 out, base is empty. Towards the middle. That looks like a single.
At the plate for the Toronto Blue Jays.
Well, with 1 out here and a guy on first base, the last thing you want to do is hit into a double play. Let's see if he can stay away from that.
It's going to be Andrews. Last time up, flew out. One out, man on first. Throws over to first. And he's back easily. Made a dive to get in. One down, runner at first. Now the first pitch. Swung on and ripped towards second. Fantastic chance here. Still early, but never too early to gauge the Eastern Division race. Take a look at it on our State Farm standings board. First place, the Marlins. Nationals in second. In third place, it's the Braves. Fourth place, the Mets. And for the Phillies, they are in the last spot.
How about the Florida Marlins? The way this season is shaped up so far, nobody would have thought they'd be sitting atop the division, but these young players have come into their own.
Starts him out with a fastball for a strike.
You know, it's odd, Gary. This guy's down 0-1, and he tends to take this pitch, not overly aggressive. I think you got to go right at him and really get up in the count.
The pitch. Keeps it down that time, 0-2.
Let's see if they go right at him or if they're going to waste the pitch. They're way ahead right now.
Fastball in there, struck him out on number 2.
Well, the velocity getting up to about 89 miles per hour, but pretty straight pitch right there.
Couldn't pull the trigger. He couldn't even get it started.
Came right back with another fastball, John.
Well, you see him go fastball like that, and you know he has a lot of confidence in that heater right now.
2 men on and 2 men out. And the first pitch. Shot towards the hole. And there's Nady for the third out. So no runs, 2 hits, and they strand 2. Toronto's still looking for the offense. Ruth is up now. He's going to get us started here in the 4th.
Number 66.
Here's the first pitch. Swings and misses the slider, 0-1.
Gary, they just have not been able to mount any offense here today. I mean, 1 hit into the 4th inning, and obviously haven't scored any runs, so they're going to have to change their approach at the plate.
Hut shot towards the hole, and it's through. That's a base hit. Chance here to see the pitching staffs with the lowest ERA for the month, brought to you by State Farm. Number 1, the A's. The Royals in second. In third, the Rangers. Jays 4th. And the Mariners 5th.
You take a look at these pitching staffs and how successful they've been limiting the opposition in runs scored, and that can go a long way to helping a team win.
And here's the pitch. And he offers at the circle change and misses 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's behind on the count, 0-2. Hit up the middle. Whoa, get out of the way of that one. Straight back up the middle. Boy, what an opportunity here for Florida. Boy, I don't know on that count, Steve. Number 1, the fact that he swung's kind of a surprise. I don't know. He hit that where it was.
You're right. On an 0-2 count, you have to protect the plate. Sometimes it's a defensive swing, but sometimes it works out.
And Hart's batting. Ground out victim last time through. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. Here's the first pitch. Fastball is high, 1-0. Here's the 1-0. Hit sharply towards the hole. And he continues that streak as that one goes through. Boy, what an opportunity here for Florida.
Clearly, he's starting to wear down out there. 3 straight hits against him. He doesn't have the velocity or the bite on his pitches that he had earlier in the game.
It's going to be Casto, and he'll be swinging with the bases loaded.
Gary, they got a big opportunity now to take the lead in this situation.
The fastball is in there. It's 0-1. On the way. 0-1 is a circle change that's over for a called strike.
This pitcher being very aggressive throwing strikes. I think he's going to try to get him to chase.
The pitch. Well hit towards the middle. He plays it on the hop. That's one. Decides not to try for the double play. Hangs on to it. Well, he gets it done. Brings that run home.
Number 26, Harvey Meadows.
That's a really good pitch, Steve, on an 0-2 offering to keep that down and in.
That's a perfect pitcher's pitch. At this point, you've got to tip your hat to the batter. That's a solid job.
Runners at first and third, one away. First pitch. Really tries to lay into that first pitch, but he misses 0-1.
Well, he clearly fooled him right there. He had him thinking fastball, and he pulled the string on it. Got him to swing right through it.
The pitch. Catcher can't control it. Swings and grounds this one foul, wide of third. Sinker swung on, missed. That's out number 2.
Let's take a look at what a sinker looks like in K-King.
It was not a good-looking swing on that pitch.
Well, good at-bat starts with good swings, and bad at-bats end with bad swings. And I think he'd want that last swing back if he had the choice.
Runners at first and third with 2 away. He delivers. Sinker swung on, missed. 0-1.
Let's see if he bounces back after last night's game, striking out twice. See if he has a little bit more plate discipline.
1-1. And Pablo Sandoval watches that one go by. Count is even. That one misses. It gets away from the catcher. And this is hit in the air, foul down the left field line. Tried to track that one down, but comes up empty. Struck him out. He gets out of this with just a little hurt. First sign of life here batting-wise, 4th inning. The Marlins on top, 1-0.